Now I'm going to take you through how to make plunger coffee at home. It's a really simple way of making coffee, probably one that you're all fairly familiar with, but I thought I'd show you how we like to make it at Merlo. First things first, you need some ground coffee. In terms of the size of the grind, we can grind it for you in store, or it's a fairly coarse grind, pretty gritty. In terms of how much to use, we always say a tablespoon per cup. I have a 10-cup plunger here, so I'm going to put 10 spoonfuls of coffee in. But in order to get the flavour out of it, we do find that you do need to use 1 per cup. Now what I'm going to do is fill it up with water that's just off the boil. You never want to put boiling water on coffee, otherwise it'll scald it and make it taste kind of bitter. So I want to fill the plunger up. What I'm doing here is I'm just turning it so I can make sure that I've got all the grounds saturated. You don't want any dry bits, otherwise you won't get the full flavour out of those parts. Just fill it up to just below this bar here. There we go. Now I'm going to give it a quick stir. I have a fancy stirring paddle, but you can just use a spoon. Just make sure that when you do stir it, you don't hit the sides, otherwise you're going to make little chips and eventually the whole thing will crack, which is not great when you've got hot water in there. So give it a good stir. And you should see the top become quite foamy. That's a really good sign. That means that the oil and aromatic gas is coming out of the coffee. So once we've stirred it, we're going to plunge straight away, but just be careful. You want the closed side, not the side for pouring, over the spout. Because if you have this side there and you plunge it, you're going to have hot coffee coming out at you. So I'm going to put the lid in. And just to be extra safe, I'm actually going to take a tea towel and put it around the top to make sure no coffee comes out. And then you know you've got the right amount. When plunging your coffee, it's firm. You don't want it to be impossible. You don't want to have to put your body weight into it, but it should be nice and slow. Just plunge all the way to the bottom. And you want to serve it straight away. So once you've made your plunger coffee, you can enjoy it black or with milk. We recommend using our private blend for a nice smooth cup, and yeah, that's plunger coffee.